Hi, let's talk Nordic mythology today. Chapter 1, King of the Gods. Odin. Before time itself existed, the world was filled only with darkness and cold. There was no sun, moon, or stars, just a vast, empty void. Eventually, the world cracked open into a huge fissure. The northern part of the fissure was covered in massive icebergs and glaciers, while the southern side was filled with flowing magma and flames. One day, the ice from the glacier flowed out into the hot sea of fire. The ice was burned to snort and melted, releasing the cloudy, poisonous gas in the ice. Stacked together, cold beard hanging like a waterfall in the stone face, temperamental eyes glittering with a ferocious light, but also the power of the great, always destroying for fun, because they all have the same poisonous blood. So they all have the same poisonous blood. So they all evil. The world later spawned several other great gods and the Aesir. The strongest of the three gods, Odin, Vili, and V, and V at A end of the three brothers. Odin was the oldest and smartest, with his sharp eyes that could see through everything. Vili attacked with speed and ferocity, felling foes before they could strike back. Ice giant Ymir led an army of giants to loot everywhere. Wherever they arrived, they would destroy houses, drive away the villagers, and snow fell so heavily that even the grass could not survive. Once the local food was finished, they went to rob the next place. Many tribes or small kingdoms were not able to resist and let the giants ravage and destroy them. After destroying many kingdoms, Ymir's steps finally turned to the realm of the Aesir. As soon as Odin heard the news that the ice giants were attacking, he immediately rallied the Aesir clan to battle. Vili and Vili and V stood staunchly behind him, forming a wall of bronze and iron. Though Ymir was mightier than any foe they had faced, the brothers were resolute in their duty to protect their people and lands. The drums of war were getting closer and closer. The giants began to appear on the horizon, approaching on the tundra, stomping their feet, their footsteps rumbling like thunder, and wielding their battle axes to wreak havoc everywhere. Even the land under the feet of the gods was trembling. In the past, many kingdoms surrendered at the sight of the giants' power. The leader of the army, Ymir, raised his axe and hissed, using his magic to catalyze the storm of snow and ice. The gods of Aesir feigned the battle to momentum when the two armies were facing each other. The howling winds drove the dark clouds to the top of the divine race and pressed them down. Odin picked up his spear and shouted, "Guys, the ice giants are here, and everywhere they have gone has turned into ice and endless darkness. If they take over this home we live in, the ice there will be destroyed." So today, we are not going to beat them away, but going to get up. Odin declared war with a roar, and the roar excited the entire god race. Billy and V rushed forward like arrows. They and let out a thunderous roar. Ymir was so excited he wanted to crush these upstart deities with his own hands. When Vile and Be rushed in front of him, Ymir bellowed happily and swung his massive axe in vicious arcs, trying to cut down Vili and V. But they reacted too fast and all of them dodged, only cutting deep cracks on the ground. Vile was the fastest. He jumped up and took his spear to pierce. Through Ymir's thick animal skin, a lot of black blood spewed out and sprinkled on the mountain wall, making a snorting and corrosive sound. Ymir was furious and kicked his foot out. The huge impact threw Vili out and landed on the rocky cliff. Vili's sternum was broken, and even the rock was shattered. Vili saw his brother injured. He screamed in rage and lunged at Ymir's feet. The axe cleaved deep into Ymir's leg bone. The giant's feet hurt, and he fell to his knees with a pounding sound, crushing the ground, breaking a crack. Odin took the opportunity to rush forward, shoulders. When he was still too weak to react, Odin stabbed the tip of the spear into Ymir as hard as he could, and Ymir was seriously injured. And Ymir was seriously injured, let out an earthquake scream of pain. The pain struggled to get up, defiantly want to grab Odin, want to use a mountain of fists to crush Odin. Odin jumped up and landed on the ground, rolled and dodged, pain and anger, so that the giants killed red-eyed. They led the hailstorms, blowing up a blizzard all around, the sound of the winds whistling and whistling, as if the whole universe is also contributing to the giants of the momentum. Strong Ymir did not fall, but rather provoked his insanity, leading the giants to beat the gods back continuously. Children, this is today's story. Will the mighty giants be able to take over the Asia? We'll see you in the next story.